man. I do what I do.
Maturity, cultural pride. And Essence provided a refined setting. It highlighted mature, mutual respect, shared values, for Black men and Black women. In that space, romance wasn't just about sex. You see what I'm saying? It was about admiration. The brothers would come down to New Orleans specifically to see all these beautiful, sophisticated, stylish, fit, slim, thin, shapely women. Okay. Fine. Okay. Slim, fine. All right. From all across the country. You understand me? And women in turn, they came down to connect with, with the brothers, confident, accomplished, emotionally available Black men. Whether it was just flirtatious and you could do some mean flirting down at Essence. Boy, I'm telling you, boy, you could flirt with everybody down there. I'm 24, 25 years old, and she about 37, 38. Hey, how you doing? Hey there, young man. They get to touch you on your chest. You in school? All right, you a student? Yeah, with your little friends? Yes, ma'am, I'm here. Don't call me ma'am. You know what I'm saying? They too old to be out there. Sitting at the bar drinking that Hennessy. I'm like, oh my God. Out there like you old as your mama's baby sister. But anyway, you could do stuff like, man, going to places like Cafe Du Monde and eating beignets, or, slow dancing to Frankie Beverly at the Superdome. It was just an unspoken cultural script that everybody followed. You see what I mean? And you respect yourself, respect each other. And so by contrast, today, we got a lot of division. We got a lot of mistrust between Black men and Black women. And that often dominates the conversation, And so, Essence Fest was a counter narrative to the dysfunction. But, it proved that when we control the setting and we curate the energy and show up with good intentions, Black love can flourish. Now, the thing is, and I spoke about this earlier, New Orleans was a perfect backdrop for this. New Orleans is not just a city, it's the beating heart of the Black cultural convergence in America. All right. And what I'm trying to explain to you all is that, like, for generations, it served as a geographical, spiritual, and cultural crossroads where Black folks from every region, north, south, east, west, we could meet there, we could celebrate, we could reconnect, and we can hang out with each other. Located in the Deep South. It's accessible from every corner of the nation, right? Whether you live in New York, you're going to meet some people from Houston. If you're from Chicago, you're going to meet some people from Atlanta. If you're from Los Angeles, you're going to meet people from Miami. The highways, the railroads, all the flights lead there. It's not an accident. And whether you came from Mississippi, California, Detroit, the Carolinas, New Orleans always felt like a common ground. It was a neutral site. It was a sacred space. It was a cultural gathering point that made everybody feel at home. You understand me? But beyond the convenience, New Orleans is a city steeped in Black history, steeped in resistance, steeped in creativity and resilience. From Congo Square to Treme, from the legacy of free people of color to jazz. All the bounce music, it's the one place in America where Black identity has not only survived, but has thrived. You see what I mean? It's a city that breathes art, music, food, spirituality. You see what I'm saying? And so, here we are in the cradle of culture. And, it was just at a point where Black America was just a beautiful thing to experience at that time. And so, the thing about it is, family, to understand why Essence Festival mattered and still matters and should matter, you have to understand why it had to be in New Orleans. It's not just the food, it's not just the fun. Okay, New Orleans in that sort of environment is the cultural glue that holds Black America together. Now, here's the thing we need to understand. All right. We need to understand, I'm not going to just sit up here and give you a blanket. To sit up here and blame the fact that the CEO is an African and the highest ranking officer or the owner is an African, that would be lazy. And I'm not intellectually lazy. I will take you on all sorts of gymnastics, but we will get there. The early stages of Essence Fest. And you're here because you want to talk about Essence Fest. Somebody type Essence Fest in the chat room. Okay. So let's look at the cultural unity in Generation X versus the fragmentation today. Now, Gen X was born roughly between 65 and 1980. And we came of age in a very rare window of Black cultural cohesion. We were the bridge between the civil rights generation and the digital age. We inherited wisdom from the old heads, but we had enough youthful swagger to modernize it. We grew up in a time where Black culture was still largely communal and rooted in real world interactions. You see, we had our issues. No doubt. Everybody knows about the 90s. Everybody knows about the 80s. It was crime. It was poverty. It was systematic racism, police brutality, but we still respected each other. Black men and Black women may have disagreed, and you can look at the old talk shows and you will see that, but there was still mutual respect for the connection, for love, for family. You had romantic relationships. They weren't transactional. All right. They were aspirational. There was still value in courtship. Respect was not earned through viral views. It was earned through how you carried yourself. You see what I'm saying? And of course, we came up on the tail end of the Black Power movement and the rise of the conscious era. Our hip hop, our artists, Public Enemy, KRS-One, Lauryn Hill, Mos Def, even the players and the hustlers, you know, had some sort of code. And you know, there was a balance. You know, there was a code. And so Essence Fest in the 1990s and the 2000s reflected that balance. You know, we were building something together. But now, if you want to fast forward to 2025, what do we see? We see cultural fragmentation. We see intergender hostility. We see political tribalism. We see spiritual confusion. Okay, and we see the rise of social media that has accelerated this collapse. We've traded connection for content. We've traded wisdom for likes. We've traded community for clout. You understand me? Instagram, TikTok, Twitter, or now X, they're the new pulpits. And unfortunately, everybody with a microphone and a camera wants to preach, but nobody wants to build. You see what I'm saying? So, you know, instead of protecting our image, we exploit it. Instead of lifting each other up, we mock and expose it. We've gone from Black is beautiful to Black is clickbait. You dig? And you can't have a festival built on cultural unity when the people it was made for are now divided by algorithm, class, and ideology. Now, again, if we want to restore Essence Fest, then we need to restore the sense of unity and mutual respect that allowed a generation to thrive. Let's just talk. I'm not just going to sit up here and blame it on some Africans, even though they played a part. That's another conversation that's interrelated. Now, I also want to talk about the degeneration of the musical content. You heard what they said, they had Glorilla. I'm not going to sit up and listen to Glorilla. Okay? I'm not, you know, you see? And here's the thing. The artists that we had back in the day, they understood that the stage was sacred. It wasn't just about performing. It was about presenting your people with class, with talent, and with dignity. At the Essence Festival in the 1990s and the 2000s, you saw legends. You saw Frankie Beverly Maze. You saw Aretha Franklin. I saw Prince. Okay, and my big ass was up like, I was with my wife, my first wife at the time. I'm up there like purple rain, ow. Only want to see you dancing in the purple rain. Check out purple rain. Yeah. So I'm up in there in the cheap seats dancing. I'm like, oh man, that Prince was something else, man. The man came out there with the purple robe on and some skates. I'm like, no, he didn't. Shout out to Johnny Harris. So you know, man, it was just a different vibe, man, and they honor the audience. You know, and they understood they were performing for grown folks, sophisticated black people. And it wouldn't, I remember once I ended up just sitting on the crowd. There was black stars everywhere, movie stars, man. I was like, wow, this is pretty cool. Now look, I'm not just gonna sit here and pretend like it's an old head not liking the young music. This is about a shift in standards. You see, no mature black man wants to sit in a venue and watch some young rapper, be it male or female, use profanity as every third word while gyrating and yelling at the crowd. We too grown for that. That's what Essence Festival is about. We came for music, not a middle school fight on beat. You understand what I'm saying? Essence Festival wasn't made for TikTok antics. Okay, it was made for people who remember what it means to have pride and how to show up in public and how you represent yourself, your family, your city, and your people. What's up? What's up? What's up? Welcome to the broadcast. This is Uncle D. People wash their ass in the tub. Kamala Harris.
You were tuned in to Uncle D. D's black man talk. Pull up, homie, take a seat. Don't be a shadow watcher every day. You learn something, then you earn something. Let them know and drop some money in the plate. It's getting cold, ladies, talking ratchet. Lizard King here, grab your coat, zip your jacket. Keep quiet for a second, close your jaw. Attorney Spurling, this ain't pearly, know the law. Talking Constitution, pushing pins when he shooting, give him that. Masculinity, just for the record, sprinkle that. You can keep your cat, gotta cut it. Only cat he rubbing, gotta love it. I call it Molly Buddy. Gotta vote your interest, voting earns. Presidential, this is for the money that I earn. When you gon' learn, my people, that evil mixed with evil. No matter what you're doing, baby, this ain't equal. Sometimes when you're special, you get hated. The test is for the best, you're damn right, my people made it. Uncle D, Blizzard King, you been served, gotta notice. Now black men out here know we winning, gotta hold it now. Uncle D, you been served, get your notice now. Black men out here know we winning, gotta hold it now. Uncle D, you been served, get your notice now. Black men out here know we winning, gotta hold it now. Uncle D, you been served, get your notice now. Black men out here know we winning, gotta hold it now.
Hey man, I'll do what I do.
Somebody need to whip your ass.
Get up and whip him, Sweets.
Hey, don't be putting the money in my hand all rough.
Take your ass out here. You buy you a Flowbee and cut your own damn hair from now on.